Hi guys, in today's video I'm sharing with you all how to make a rich creamy callaloo with my secret ingredient golden ray, now available at all Caribbean supermarkets here in South Florida. So guys, today I'm doing unconventional callaloo. So today we're putting chicken foot in our callaloo. If you wanted to use crab, the traditional or salted pigtail, of course, feel free to do that. So I'm going to season the chicken feet with some garlic, and I have minced garlic. I'm also going to add in some green seasoning. To that I'm going to go in with some of my Goya adobo all-purpose seasoning, and I'm going to give that a mix. The Goya adobo all-purpose seasoning has everything in it. It does have pepper, salt, everything. So I'm not going to add any more seasonings to this. I'm actually going to let this sit and marinate for about 15 to 30 minutes. Okay, so to a pot, I'm going to go in with some oil, and we want that oil to come up to temperature. Okay guys, so once your oil is hot, we're going to go in with some onions. Going to be starting to build some flavor. I'm going to go in with some scallions, 1 pimento pepper chopped, or you can use a Fresno chili. If you're living out here in the US and you can't find pimento peppers, I always like substituting with a Fresno chili. It's like a jalapeno, but it's red. We're just gonna let this saute in here for a little, let the onions get nice and tender. Okay, once the onion starts to get nice and tender, go in with your minced garlic and give that a mix. Now remember, we put garlic to season the chicken foot, so you don't want to put too much. So just let that go for about a minute, let the garlic get nice and tender. Now I'm going to go in with the chicken feet that we seasoned. If you were using pigtails, make sure that you pre-cook the pigtails and just follow along with the recipe. This chicken feet that I have, it does not take very long to cook, so hence the reason why I'm doing it like this. But a tip for you all is, if you're custom cooking chicken feet and it takes really long to cook, I would suggest letting it cook in here with some liquid until it's halfway tender before you can continue along with this recipe. So to the chicken feet, I'm going to go in with the rest of callaloo ingredients. I have some colored bell peppers. I have some carrots. I'm going in with some pumpkin. I'm putting all the ingredients I like in my callaloo, guys. Feel free to put what you have. I'm going in with some ochro. And I don't have any bhaji, so I'm going to be using spinach today, which is widely available here in the US, and you can also use the frozen spinach if you can't find fresh spinach. Next goes in my coconut milk. Okay, now I'm not gonna add any salt to this until everything starts to wilt down, so I'm just gonna give this a mix. Mixed in. You're going to cover it and allow it to sit there and steam. It's going to create its own juices too, and it's going to add to the callaloo, so you don't need a ton of liquid. Okay, so time to check on this. Wow, you guys see how much liquid is in there? Hence the reason why I said don't put a ton. Because what happens is, it has so much of liquid sometimes that it takes forever to dry down, and then you don't want watery callaloo. So what I'm going to do is give this a taste. Okay, so it needs a salt, and I'm going to add some black pepper, a little black pepper, a little bit of salt, and I'm also going back in with some more of that Goya adobo all-purpose seasoning. And this adds so much flavor. You can add a bouillon cube if you wanted to. Give that a mix. Taste. So now I'm going to cover this and allow it to continue to cook. It's going to cook low and slow, and this is a great recipe for a crock pot or Instapot if you have one. Let it cook low and slow. Flavors are going to develop, and that chicken feet, those chicken feet, they're going to get really nice and tender. So guys, it's been 45 minutes since this has been simmering away, and I want to check the chicken feet and see how they're looking. Okay, so they're getting tender and there's still a lot of liquid in here. I'm going to leave this uncovered now. So in that way, some of that liquid can start drying down, and then we'll take our dal gutni and then we'll swizzle this to break up the rest of the vegetables and those leaves. Okay guys, the chicken feet, they're nice and tender. I don't want them to totally disintegrate into here, so just be aware of that when you're making this. And now I'm going to take my dal gutni. So this is a West Indian tool that we'd use to help us to, it would work like how a blender would work, but you wouldn't get it as smooth as a blender, but it does work to help break up stuff. So put it in here and we're going to move it back and forth like this. Look at my hands, back and forth like this, and it's going to help break up the spinach leaves. And I'm using this instead of the hand blender because I don't want to blend the chicken feet. So I'm going to continue doing this until I have the texture and the consistency that I want. You could do this as chunky or as fine as you would like. So guys, look how amazing this looks. I just tasted it. It just needs a little pinch of salt, but guess what? We're not going to put salt. I'm going to put in the secret ingredient. So guys, the secret here is this golden ray butter, which is the secret of rich Caribbean flavor as it says on the packaging. So I'm just going to go in with my piece of golden ray. So add in the golden ray and it's just going to melt into there, and it's going to add so much flavor to this dish. If you guys have never had golden ray before, trust me, the depth of flavor you get by adding the golden ray to your soups or to your stews is just amazing. So I'm going to be sharing with you all a few more recipes utilizing this golden ray. As I said, it's available here in South Florida now, so make sure and go get yours. Guys, look at this. Look at all of that deliciousness. So creamy, so rich and thick and nice. Perfect. So guys, here you have it, my recipe for chicken foot callaloo using my favorite ingredient, golden ray butter. So guys, remember, check out your local Caribbean stores here in South Florida to find this delicious butter that's going to add so much more flavor to your dishes. Once you try it, let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Try this recipe, let me know what you think, and leave me your comments down below. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.